Hiya folks, how's it going? My name is Lexi and I really love tabletop role-playing games. So much so that we sit down together once a week, every week, and we review one here at the gaming table. If that sounds interesting to you, I encourage you to press subscribe and keep watching. If you'd like to go the extra special mile for the gaming table, there is a link in the description box where you can donate to the channel. All donations go straight back into the running costs of the channel, so I put a little thank you at the end of my videos to acknowledge anyone who has donated in the previous month. This has been especially helpful for today's video. Sometimes when a game creator would like me to do a review of their game, they're only able to send me a digital copy of the game. In these circumstances, the funds donated to my Ko-Fi page go towards getting the game printed and bound. So again, thank you very much. If you don't wish to make a donation, that's totally a-okay. Your company and interacting with these videos is a big help to the channel. As you may have worked out, we are reviewing a game today that was sent to me. I do really appreciate being sent games to review. It often directs me towards games that may have escaped my attention otherwise, and of course it gives me a game to make a video about, which is always exciting. So I want to thank Golden Lasso Games for reaching out to me. If you have a game that you have made and you would like to see it on the gaming table, you can find me by emailing me using the email address in the description box down below. I will admit I have a bit of a pile of games to review, so it can be a while in between receiving a game and getting a review out. I try to review the games in the order that they were sent to me. I admit that I am trying to keep up with my emails, but I'm not always successful. Please feel free to email me. I enjoy reading about what folks have been working on and what games they're making. I will just have to do my best to keep up with them as best as I can. With all my thank yous and excuses done, let's jump into today's review. From Golden Lasso Games, this is Starscape. The world of Starscape isn't super mapped out with lots of details. This is a science fiction game focusing on people who reside on a spaceship and their travels and adventures together. The mood of the game works really well for exploration and discovery style games. Though, should push come to shove, there is definitely the option for the characters to fight, as well as for a good old-fashioned spaceship battle. Players in this game choose from a playbook to create their character. These playbooks aren't the characters' jobs on the ship, but rather kind of a trope or a archetype that they fit. Some of the playbooks in the games are named things like the Explorer, the Rebel, the Normal, and more. I really like this choice to rely on sort of a personality archetype for naming the playbook rather than a job on the ship. It means that a player can choose from any kind of job on the ship, but their character can have any kind of personality. These personality traits link into their stats and what their character is going to be good at. There is one job that is off limits to the players, and that is the role of the captain. The captain in this manual is written to be a non-player character that is played by the game master. I'm not fully on board with this decision. I think this choice has been made to avoid one player getting the role of the captain and that role becoming the protagonist of the story above everyone else. Personally, when I've been running games, I don't want to play a non-player character that is in the scene constantly. I tend to just want to focus on my players' characters and let their interactions tell the story. I guess I would be worried about my character taking over the story and outshining the player characters, just because I'm the one who's also helping narrate the story, so perhaps it'd be a bit too easy for it to happen. The tropes that I see popping up in Starscape are stories of exploration, discovering new unknown horizons, and found family kind of stories. This game uses the Powered by the Apocalypse system. I find this one of the easiest systems to explain, so I'll do a brief summary. When a character comes across something that they need to roll for, they are first going to select a move. This move will then have the player roll 2d6. You add the result of those two dice rolls together and apply a relevant modifier. This modifier may increase or decrease the result on the dice. The higher the total eventual roll is, the better the character did. There's actually quite a few moves available in the game. There's a page or two of basic moves which are available to every single character in the game, and then there are crew moves. These moves are distributed among the different playbooks, so depending on the background of a particular character with that playbook, they might get the choice of one or two special moves to choose from. In addition, the playbooks will tell you what modifiers to apply to your character's stats, so you know what you need to add to the results of your die roll. These modifiers range from about a -1 to about a +2 or 3, I think. The main way you can adapt the playbooks for your character types is by choosing their backstory or background archetype. This tells you what's shaped them as a person and given them special skills. I personally found the way Starscape set out the playbooks to be a little bit unintuitive for me. The manual starts with an overview of the different playbooks, but then it has to jump back to other elements of the mechanics or the character creation process. Before then, you can fully read the different playbooks, and then there's also an example of quick start characters you can choose from. I think I would have preferred if all the playbook stuff was just kept together, and maybe you only got a couple of names of the different playbooks. I was sometimes flicking around being like, wait, which one is this one belonging to? A small element of this game that I really like is how the manual of Starscape wants you to think about the world of your game. To start a game of Starscape, your group needs to ponder some fundamental questions of the universe. Is Earth a thing? Was it ever a thing? Are there other forms of intelligent life force in the universe? And can the people on this ship communicate with them? I think it's really important to answer these sort of questions in your science fiction setting. This game clearly draws from some beloved pieces of science fiction media. If you like your science fiction to have a big dose of found family and exploration in it, then you're going to have a great time with Starscape. So those are my thoughts on Starscape. What do you think? Am I being a stick in the mud about not liking? Am I being a stick in the mud about having the captain be an NPC? If you've been a game master, do you like running an NPC that travels with the party most of the time? Let me know in the comments section down below. While you are there, I encourage you to like this video and perhaps even share it with a friend who might find it interesting. If you would like to keep up with the gaming table, you can subscribe and turn on notifications. That way YouTube should tell you when I've next uploaded. I want to thank everyone who has donated to the channel once again. Those donations went towards getting Starscape printed so I could have a full color copy for the review. If you would like to be one of these really cool folks that helps out the channel, there is a link in the description box to my Ko-Fi page where you can make a donation. I put a little thank you at the end of my videos to acknowledge everyone who has donated in the previous months. Please don't feel obliged to. Of course, I really do appreciate just having you guys here and interacting with my videos, which really helps YouTube think that it should share them out with more people. If you have made a game, I want to thank Golden Lasso Games for reaching out to me with a copy of Starscape for me to review. If you have also made a game and you'd like to get in touch about me doing a review, you can reach me using the email address in my description box below. I want to thank everyone again for watching and discussing Starscape with me. I hope you're all well, and I look forward to seeing you next time at the gaming table. Bye!